So what I want to do now is change the font family and color of my block quote and cite. So everything within here I want to change. So I know that here, well, let's look at what actually I have in the code. I know that I have a block quote wrapping everything up, and then I also have a cite in there. So at the very least, I could definitely target cite and block quote and possibly see some changes happening. So let's see just that. Let me go into my CSS. I'll do block quote and then comma cite, because now I'm targeting those two elements in there. And let me start with font family, and I'm going to give it times. That's a serif font, kind of changes it around a bit. And okay, well, it seemed to do it. Alright, that's good. So now I have a different font, and it's not Gill Sans, it's Times. So that did it. So now let me also change the color. I'm going to change the color to blue. Let's look. Oh, but what happened here? I see that only the cite took that color. Why didn't the rest of this take the color? The rest of the block quote. Well, what it is that block quote by itself is not going to accept that color value. So what we need to do is target the since this is a paragraph text inside of the block quote, we need to target that paragraph text specifically. And we do that with something that's called a CSS descendant selector. Descendant selectors are a bit different than when you group them together, in the sense that they're not going to be separated by a comma. So what we're going to do is I'm going to add a space here and put P for paragraph. Now, if we let me just take out even cite for a second. What happens here is that without a comma, if I put a comma, it'd be block quote and paragraph text. But the fact that it's not, that it doesn't have a comma, it's saying that look for paragraph text that's within the block quote. So let's see if just this, I actually, come to think of it, I think that just P, that this right here should apply that to all of the text in there, because even the cite is wrapped up in a paragraph text. Let's see if I'm right. Oops, I don't think I saved this. Let's try that again. Yes, exactly right. So now let's look at that in closer detail, why that actually worked. So here we go. We have a block quote, and now the cite is wrapped up inside of a P. See? The cite lives inside of this paragraph text. So by saying look for the paragraph that's inside the block quote, which cite also exists inside of that, we could target just that specific place specifically, right? That's what descendant selectors do. Because if we just had P, then all of our paragraph text is going to change. And if we just had block quote, you notice that it doesn't fully work for you because the color attribute doesn't work. So by using descendant selectors, we could really target stuff specifically nested into that area.